You're listening to Inside Insight, the podcast that dives into the latest innovations and strategies in manufacturing, distribution, and Dynamics 365 Business Central. Brought to you by InsightWorks, this show features our hosts, Ryan and Emma, as they bring you expert conversations, industry insights, and practical advice to help you stay ahead in this constantly evolving world.
Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into something pretty crucial for any business out there?
Definitely crucial, and maybe not the most exciting topic at first glance, but...
Oh, I think we can make it exciting. We're talking quality control, and more specifically, how it's getting a tech makeover.
Yeah, a pretty major tech makeover, actually.
We're taking a close look at an app specifically designed for businesses already using Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central.
Right, so these are companies that are, already pretty tech savvy.
Absolutely. And this app is called Quality Inspector, developed by InsightWorks. So get ready to have some of those aha moments. We're going to uncover how this app helps streamline everything from inspections happening right there on the factory floor to making sure you're ticking all the boxes when it comes to compliance and regulations.
Because that's a big one, staying compliant.
Huge. So to kick things off, what's the big idea behind Quality Inspector? What's its core function?
Well, at its heart, it's all about helping businesses, especially in manufacturing, distribution, you name it, streamline their entire quality assurance process.
Right. So it's not just about, checking things off a list. It's about making quality control a core part of how the business operates within Business Central.
Yeah, exactly. It's about weaving it into the very fabric of the system.
Okay, I like that. Weaving it in. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What kind of features does this app offer? Let's start with customization.
So customization is king here. Think about having templates and test plans that you can tailor specifically to your products.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or even specific work centers within your facility. You're not stuck with a one-size-fits-all approach.
That's great for businesses with a lot of variety in their products.
And it gets even better. The app can automatically generate those tests based on events happening within Business Central.
Events? Like what?
Well, let's say you receive a shipment of goods. Boom. The app automatically triggers the relevant tests based on the products in that shipment.
So we're talking about those inbound inspections here.
You got it. Making sure those incoming goods meet your standards right off the bat.
So to be clear for our listeners, these are the checks done when goods first arrive at the warehouse.
Precisely. And that automatic test generation is a game changer. It makes sure you have a consistent, standardized approach to quality right from the get-go.
I bet that saves a lot of manual work and prevents errors.
Yeah.
Okay, before we move on, you mentioned something about mobile capabilities earlier. How does that work?
This is where things get really cool. Imagine your quality inspector out on the shop floor, armed with a tablet or even just their phone.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
They can input all the inspection data in real time, right there on the spot. No more scribbling notes on paper and then transferring them later.
That sounds incredibly efficient, but hold on. Doesn't real-time data capture mean a ton of data to manage?
Absolutely, but that's where the beauty of the Business Central integration comes in. All that data flows directly into the system.
So you have a centralized record of everything.
Exactly. It's all readily available, easy to access, and no more messy paper trails or spreadsheets.
Now, you've got all this data at your fingertips. What can you actually do with it?
Well, first off, think about historical analysis. You can spot trends, recurring issues, maybe even predict potential problems before they happen.
That's powerful stuff.
It integrates seamlessly with Microsoft Teams and Power BI as well. Imagine being able to collaborate with your team, share insights, and visualize that data in a way that's easy to understand.
So it's not just about collecting data, it's about turning that data into actionable insights.
Absolutely. You can identify bottlenecks in production, track the effectiveness of your quality control measures. The possibilities are endless.
I could see how this would be a game changer for businesses. More efficiency, better insights, and I'm assuming a much smoother path to regulatory compliance.
You nailed it. Meeting industry and government standards becomes much less of a headache because the system's built to support it.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about those inbound inspections. What about quality control further down the line? During the actual production process itself.
It handles that beautifully, too.
Yeah.
You can set up validation points at various stages of production.
I see. So you're proactively checking quality as you go.
Exactly. And that proactive approach prevents those costly problems down the line.
So let's say you discover a recurring defect in a particular product line.
With this system, you can catch that early, adjust your processes, and avoid a much bigger issue.
Makes sense. So it's not just about catching defects, it's about using the data to understand why they happen and prevent them in the future.
Exactly. It's a whole new level of quality control. Now, who exactly benefits from all of this? Well, honestly, everyone involved in quality management.
I was just going to ask that. Who are the target users here?
Well, of course, you have your quality control inspectors. They can do their jobs more efficiently and accurately. Then you have managers who get that real-time visibility into what's happening. And then you have your data analysts who can use that information to make those strategic decisions.
So it's a win-win across the board.
Pretty much. And, there are a ton of quality control apps out there.
So what sets this one apart? Why should someone choose Quality Inspector?
The key is its configurability and how seamlessly it integrates with Business Central. It adapts to your existing workflows, making that transition to digital quality management much smoother.
Right. No need to rip and replace your entire system.
Exactly. And as we mentioned, the integration with tools like Teams and Power BI, that's what allows for real-time collaboration and those data-driven insights.
So imagine what this level of control and insight could do for your business. Fewer defects, faster turnaround times, less time wasted on administrative tasks.
And happier customers.
Absolutely. Those are the kinds of improvements that have a ripple effect. And for anyone listening who wants to explore this further, you can find more information at qcfordynamics.com. That's qcfordynamics.com.
Definitely worth checking out.
Thanks for breaking it all down. This was a fantastic deep dive.
My pleasure. Always happy to talk quality control.
And to all our listeners, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.